Hi, my name is Ellen Stallman, and I was part of the Honors College group Wiki. And for our Image of Nursing project, we chose to do barriers for nurses in providing healthcare. And for my specific subtopic, I chose religion. And a lot of the information that I found stated that many nurses are very culturally unaware of patients who have different religious backgrounds in them, and patients who come through who might have a different way from their religion to care for themselves and like what they're going through. Many nurses ignore that and only take their own religion or ways of life into consideration when caring for this patient. And personally, I found this information to be extremely upsetting, considering nurses are supposed to be kind of like a safe haven for patients who come through and are supposed to be caring for them in their own way, making sure that they're providing the best type of care for this patient, and specifically this patient, because it's not the same across the board. And overall, though, I found this information to be very enlightening, and I hope in the future I can use this information to help me to become a better nurse. I hope you enjoy our wiki.
Hi, my name is Eugenia Paget, and my subtopic was ethnicity. Through my project, I found that a lot of nurses don't understand that many ethnicities have different susceptibilities and different tendencies toward different health issues. This can cause big problems when they come in for nursing care. Another issue that I discovered was that there's a lack of minority nurses. This is important because soon the white majority is going to become a minority. Also, there's a lack of minorities in high positions in the nursing field. This leads to the idea that minorities are incapable of working at these high levels. Of course, this is not true. The ANA and many hospitals and schools of nursing are working to educate nurses on these problems so that these issues can be resolved. I think this project was very helpful because it gave me some insight into what it's going to be like when I'm a nurse and all the things I'm going to have to consider. You have to think about your patient when they come in, think about their ethnicity, their religion, their culture, everything about them before you start talking to them and helping them, and take everything into consideration in order to provide the best care for your patient.
Hi, my name is Allison Spada, and the barrier that I'm doing is socioeconomic status. I found three major barriers within this, and that's transportation, education, and affording healthcare. These pretty much speak for themselves, especially transportation and affording healthcare. But as far as education goes, people who are of low economic status can't always, or education doesn't always go hand in hand with that. So they don't know when, how, why they need to seek out medical assistance, or they don't know anything about their medical condition, which provides problems for nurses. And I think that's the challenge, is that we need to realize this information and somehow figure out a way to tackle it, figure out a way to properly administer health care to people who don't have the money to seek it out. And I think that's one of the things that we are realizing, and the nation is trying to tackle right now with the implementation of Obamacare. So hopefully that will solve this problem.
The barrier I chose to research was sexuality. In today's society, heterosexism is the norm, but the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, also known as LGBT, population is steadily growing. This community, though, is less likely to seek out medical care for various reasons, the main reason being that they are discriminated against. Many healthcare providers assume that their patients are heterosexual, which can cause the patient to feel uncomfortable and cause the provider to make biased statements and diagnoses. The LGBT population is in fact at a higher risk for certain diseases and problems such as hypertension, trauma and abuse, psychological disorders, suicide, heart disease, and HIV, just to name a few. Because this group does have high risks in some areas, it is extremely important that the nurse creates an accepting environment for all patients to feel comfortable expressing not only concerns about their health, but also their sexuality. Knowing the sexuality of the patient can help in providing preventative care, which will help everyone out in the long run. In my section, there is more information on this community as a whole as they pertain to the healthcare world and how to provide quality care for these individuals. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, duds and dudettes. My name is Michael Cook, Beaufort, South Carolina, and my topic under barriers to care is health issues. Now, health issues, they include pre-existing conditions. Pre-existing conditions are anything that you have, any condition, illness, chronic pain, whatever, that you have prior to receiving health insurance. Now, many health insurance companies will immediately disqualify you for having a pre-existing condition. If they do not disqualify you, then you have to pay an outrageous premium, really high cost. Now, the pre-existing conditions I covered include AIDS and diabetes. Uh, both of these are labeled high-risk illnesses according to health insurance companies. Now, I thank God every day for two things. One, that I'm not a chick. That would totally suck. Well, it'd be good. Okay, yeah. Number two, that I've never crippled myself. No chronic illnesses so far. Let me knock on. There we go. Okay. And yeah. So basically, this project has given me a greater appreciation for my own health. I'm glad whenever I get off my parents' health insurance at 26 that I won't have to worry about it. So, have a rocking day, bros and broettes.